Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to click on my video. And I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, if you return, if you clicked on here by accident, shout out to y'all because I appreciate it. Listen, for the people in the background, I'm just saying, why you ain't subscribed yet? What you waiting for? Y'all might as well go and hit that button. And while we at it, can everybody hit that like? Can y'all all hit the like button for me? And if y'all feeling real, like y'all want to be real, super nice, can you leave me a comment? Just say hey. I'll say hey back. You ain't got to have nothing long-winded. I'm just saying. If you did any of that, thank you in advance. All right, y'all. What are we here for? We are here for another episode of Inmate to Roommate. We on season 1, episode 9. Y'all, we almost at the end. It's like one more episode after this. I know it came on already. You ain't got to tell me. God, I know. Y'all, let's get into this episode. All right, y'all know we open up with the Bible Thumpers and Shortstop, right? So, Shortstop arrives home with no luggage. I'm still on where's this man luggage? Because anybody tell me what happened to his luggage when he's coming from vacation? He left with luggage and came back with none. It's been a whole week. Anybody got any information out there? I'm just simply saying because I need to know what happened to the luggage. Anyway, so he gets there and he's trying his key, right? So he goes to the other door and he was like, they must don't know who they messing with. This is what I did for a living. So he was like, let me call Casper to see where he is. So he calls Casper, and Casper, y'all, when I tell you had a different tone, it sounded like he had a lot of bass in his chest. I was like, okay, Casper, you was waiting for this opportunity, wasn't you? He get on the phone with Casper, and he was like, you in the house? Casper was like, nah, wow, what's up? Y'all, when I tell you, I wasn't even looking at the screen when he started talking. But when he said so, I had to look up and said, what the heck? I said, you on the phone with Casper? Tell me he ain't have a little oomph in his voice. Anyway, so he was like, nah, we ain't home. We just leaving a baseball game. We be there in about 25 minutes. Why, what's up? He didn't say all that, but y'all know I have to be extra. So Casper was like, let me ask you a quick question. So y'all changed the locks? He was like, yeah, we did. When I tell you, I said, Casper been waiting for this moment for a long time because he was, when I tell you he had his chest out, y'all, I said, sir, you on the phone. I hope you have that same energy in his face. So anyway, so he was like, I didn't give y'all no reason not to trust me. I have never done anything to y'all for y'all not to trust me. I said, hold up. Hold up. Shortstop, let me just remind you of a few things. Just in case that ass forgot, because you know you are short, so you could probably only retain but so much. So let me help you out real quick. They asked you not to touch their ice maker. One of my subscribers told me them ice makers cost about $700. $700. They asked you not to touch it, but you decided you want to touch it. I would have broke your fingers or chopped you right in your goddamn throat. Then they asked you to recycle, and you threw it in a garbage can, and the recycle can is right next to it. I'm not done. You then was eating meat inside their house when they asked you not to do that. And you was busting down that sandwich on the bed while talking to Mary had a little lamb. I'm just, look. Anyway, and then, hold on. I'm not done with you yet. Then you had the audacity to tell this lady that she be coming downstairs when her husband is not home, walking in some damn lingerie, aka leggings, aka a nightgown that came to her calf instead of her goddamn ankles. Her and them bang yang yangs. I miss saying her bang yang yangs. I said the audacity. I said no, they did the right thing. If you as bold as you want to be and you is all about this like on, Pick them locks. He was like, I ain't gonna do that because I got too much to lose. I ain't trying to go back to prison because now he having one of these, all my stuff is in there. So after Mark told him, like, yo, we be home. I mean, we get there when we get there, so we see you soon. He get into this situation where he was like, well, he started talking to himself. I don't understand why I've never done anything. I said, I just reminded what you did. Like, boy, stop playing with me. I've never done. They evil spirit. They got bad spirits. I said, that is you. That's why you outside and they can get inside. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Where is Mary had a little lamb? Shouldn't you be on the phone with her right now telling her the situation so she can send you some goddamn money so you can get your situation together? Her and her mama, both of them retarded as hell. But I guess they in love, so I guess the mama in love with you too, huh? Child. Anyway, so, like I said, he in the backyard not having a war with me, and they taking advantage of me. I'm vulnerable at this stage in life, and they know I only got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I can't believe they doing it. I said, sir, nobody cares. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Moving on. All right, y'all. We are back with Aunt Artie and Javon. Simple as. He in the kitchen cooking some rubbery looking eggs. I said, bro, where is the salt, pepper? Where is some cheese? I'm just saying, like, them eggs look kind of a little rubbery, but I guess he was doing the best he can. So, in the back of my mind at the same time, I'm like, why are you here? He lets us know that he slept on a couch at a friend's house till things cooled down. He called Aunt Artie, and Aunt Artie said he could come back. I said, Aunt Artie, bless your heart and soul, because he could have come back in my house. Not causing, it would have had to been a couple days. I wouldn't permanently put him out probably, but it definitely would have been a couple days. Like, you would have had to wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days at least for me to get over the fact that you came in my house at 1 something in the morning, drunk as a skunk. That's my opinion. Drunk as a skunk and making all this noise, and then you had the audacity to throw the food that I purchased with my money on the ground. Where we do that at? And Audie said this ain't it. So anyway, so he goes to Steven, and Steven is sitting there looking like he wants no parts of it. He lucky this camera crew is in here. This is all for filming because, baby, if Steven probably could do something, Steven would have. Steven, are you tough? Because you strike me as sort of kind of tough, but not really. I think Javon will have to handle you. But I told you already a couple weeks ago or last week or something, I'll help you jump his ass. Don't worry about it. I grab his ankles. Y'all know I'm good at grabbing ankles. That should be my career, grabbing ankles for people. Y'all can hire me. So anyway, he goes into Steven was like, basically he says he apologized for what happened. Things got out of control. Your mom's got down here and got involved. She could have got hurt, yada, yada, yada. I said, but you wasn't thinking that when you came in here making all that noise. You started everything that happened that night. This was all you. So anyway, so he goes, so after he apologized to Steven, I'm not literally tell you, he was looking at him like, okay. That's what's up. Keep moving. He ain't say shit big, but I think he nodded his head at least. Did he give him a head nod? So he go back in the kitchen, right? So Aunt Artie come downstairs in her good wig. I said, all right, ma'am, do your thing. He was like, I'm out here cooking some eggs for y'all. Aunt Artie looked at them eggs and said, no, baby, Aunt Artie don't eat no eggs. You making that for him. I said, Javon, Stephen over there eating cereal, so he ain't eating no rubbery eggs either. So boom, Aunt Artie said, this ain't gonna happen. Aunt Artie says, this is not how it's gonna be. This is too much for her. It was all this noise. This is not how she like her house. She like her house peaceful, yada, yada, yada. And she was looking at the boys when they sat at the table. Y'all good? What's up? Are y'all good? Once again, Javon apologized. I was like, okay, that's 2 times in a row. So maybe you really do mean it, but you better get your shit together. You too grown to be out here acting the way you acting and being so much in your feelings. We all get into our feelings, but then we don't go throwing somebody else's food on the floor. Shoot, Aunt Artie could have ate that the next day for lunch or something, playing with her good money. Anyway, so like I said, he apologized at the table. Once again, Steven looked at his ass like, I ain't saying shit. Steven did not, and I said, I'm with you, Steven, because you came up with my mama's house. Steven said if he pop off, he gonna have to pop off too. And Artie said, look, I believe in second chances. I know he just got out. Making excuses for him. But he do know right from wrong, Auntie. Auntie, he know right from wrong. So don't be going. But you know what? And Artie, if you said you're gonna give Javon another chance, I damn it, we gonna give Javon another chance because see, I'm gonna go with whatever you say because I like you so much and you don't do no wrong to me. You a sweet little old lady. No, I ain't gonna call you old lady. You a sweet lady. I promise you, I think you're real sweet in person and in real life too. So whatever you say, we're gonna go with. Okay, y'all. So now we are back with my hippies. We got Sandra and Cal and Nicholas. Because Nick is being hard headed. So, you know, you kid be hard headed. You call them by their first name, Nicholas. You let them know that you dead ass serious. Nicholas. All right. So Sandra's in the house cleaning that messy ass room. I said, see, this is why she said she needed her 2 rooms because now all her stuff is in one room. Because I'm pretty sure, I hope y'all wasn't really living like that before all this was happening. Why do y'all let camera people in your room? If my room was a mess, because y'all know how it is. When you go to get dressed in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever you decide to get dressed, you take out a bunch of shit. You got shit all over the place because you're trying to figure out something or you trying to move shit around and it's just sitting there. And you be like, I got to put that up. We got to know how that shit is because I be like that sometimes. But I mean, I put it away eventually. I do put it away eventually. It may not be that same day, but the next day it got to be put away because then, you know, then the room start looking a whole hot mess and that shit can't happen. But that's not the point. Anyway, so Nicholas decides he wants to call Sandra and ask Sandra like, yo, can I bring my girl over? Sandra said, are you crazy? Didn't we tell you no? You cannot bring your girl over. No, I don't care. If you want to bring your friend over, take her somewhere. I'm saying to myself, you don't bought you a nice expensive car. You can't take her to a hotel? Yeah, between the two of y'all ain't got no hotel money? Oh, y'all both bums. Y'all both bums. You a bum driving in the Range Rover. A nice one at that. I'm just saying, you doing all this big boy stuff and you can't get a hotel room, so you calling harassing this girl and asking her, could you bring a chick? So anyways, she said no. She's upset over the fact that he asked her, right? So some time later, he comes to the house. Here she coming out the room. I said, now, Sandra, you was just in that room cleaning up. Why are you coming out this room? You coming out here to start trouble. And the one thing I can't stand is somebody who trying to nitpick. And I feel like you are nitpicking. Yes, we understand you said this boy was on drugs and he did all this other stuff. You got your good eye on him. We got our good eye on him too. But damn, don't be annoying while you doing it. I'm just saying. So why Sandra's pretending like she don't understand why her thing is not adding up and why it's not equal parts or whatever she trying to do with her little crocheting thing because she got going on. Nick is outside talking about he don't understand why he can't have company because they said you can't. What the fuck you mean you don't understand? It's not like you a kid. You ain't got to be a kid not to have company. Grown people can't have company either. I'm just saying, this is what happens when you go and stay in somebody else's house. If you felt that strongly, once again, I'm going to tell you, you should have got you a lesser car and got you a place. You can have all the girls that you want, or a lesser car and just had money to go to the motel, the hotel, the Holiday Inn. I'm just saying, whichever one that you wanted to take that bitch to, you could have took her there. But no, you wanted to go out here and get a flashy ass Range Rover. I'm going to keep saying, by the way, it's nice. So he's like, I don't understand. So she's saying no, she don't want traffic. One week is this girl, now this time is this girl, and now you want to bring her over. I thought you told us last week you was done with her, yada, yada, yada. You came in here, you was on drugs. I believe that you on drugs again, yada, yada. He's like, out of all that shit she said, the only thing he came in defense was, I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't high. I said, Nicholas, I'm going to need you to get your shit together. I wouldn't put it past you that you was high, but at the same time, I understand your feelings. But don't sit here and try to lie to us like we don't see your Facebook shit. She see you more than we see you. So I'm just simply saying, was you high? I don't know, because we didn't see the scene that she was talking about when he dropped the chicken and she thought he was high that night. But anyway, so they going back and forth and he gets so upset. He's like, that's it, I'm done. I was like, bye. Bye. When I tell you Sandra gives no fucks, she gives no fucks. Bye. If you want to leave, keep it moving. I don't know why you still standing here. All right. She was like, okay. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So he goes outside and Kyle pulls up and he's trying to find out what's going on. And he said, that's it. I'm done. I'm leaving. I would have said, see you later. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You You know what else I just thought about? Nicholas got a lot of nerves. The last girl you brought over, that bitch had her feet on their couch. She was in there chilling like she was there for like the last week or something. No, you can't bring nobody. I just thought about that. Like, didn't that last bitch that we seen had her feet on his cat on their couch? Oh, dirty paws. And we know she ain't take a shower, so we know her feet wasn't clean because they was hanging out the night before and they was bumping and grinding. Don't sit your tail on my couch. Okay, so we are now back with Dr. Nasty Ass slash not so damn nasty ass, because y'all know he cleaned up. Shout out to Y. Y said she got $1.99 on his party. So now we got $5, y'all. We got $5 on the party. Actually, we got $4.99, but I put in that extra penny. So we got $5 for Dr. Nasty Ass. We're going to have to do something for him. Celebrate. Anyway, so DQ come downstairs in the kitchen, talk about what you doing. He was like, I'm washing dishes. I said, oh shit. It's a new day. It's a new day. Dr. Nasty Ass is washing dishes. I said, all right, man. You really trying to improve this day for DQ, aren't you? Anyway, he was like, well, I'm hungry. You going to cook me something? I said, sir, what's wrong with your hands? You got two good hands. You better come in here and make your own damn breakfast. Anyway, they get outside and he eating some cereal, right? He was like, I'm straight. I don't want no cereal. I'm straight. I said, you was just hungry 2 minutes ago. The man offered you some cereal. Now you talk about you straight? And he was just telling us that, you know, the best opportunity was him going back over to Dr. Nasty Ass because he feel like he got the best opportunity over there with him. And, you know, Dr. Nasty Ass is the man right now because nobody else will take his ass in. He don't know where he going to get his money from if he go back on the other side of town where his family at. Because, you know, he going to be out there robbing and stealing and doing shit that he ain't got no business doing. He can't do that with Uncle Jojo. Uncle Jojo got rules. Yeah, Uncle Jojo, where's your big man? Where's your big mouth fat ass? Your big mouth ass at now? He probably don't want to come back on the show. But anyway, that ain't the point. So while they sitting there talking, DQ get a call. He was like, his phone just instantly starts ringing. He was like, all right, hold on, I'll be right back. So he goes and answers. Long story short, he got fired on his day off. I said, damn. How did you get fired on your day off? Like, they literally called you and told you couldn't come your ass back to work. They didn't even get you for a full day before they fired that ass. Anyway, they fired him, and he's like, oh, man. So he came back and told Dr. Nasty Ass, he a little stressed out. His job fired him. They was like, Dr. Nasty Ass was like, why they fire you? He was like, because 3 people had called out, and they wanted me to come in. So I said, they fired you for that? Like, let me just say this. I don't work, but if I did, and I had a day off, you can't call me on my day off and ask me to come in, because I'm going to tell you no, too. So I guess I'm getting fired, too. Like, that's my day off. No, I'm not letting, no. I'm sorry that the other 3 people called in. That's their fault. I ain't got shit to do with them calling in. I was off, not on and called in. I was off. So I kind of understood what he was saying when he was saying, and I was like, well, I mean, now I guess you're going to have to find you another gig. So after a while, he's sitting there a little longer with Dr. Nasty Ass, and he was like, you know what, I just need to go take a walk. So he's going to take a walk and tell us how stressed he is and all this other stuff and yada, 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 and he can't take it. He thinking about going back to his old ways. You know, there's people out there making $20,000, $30,000 a day or in a couple of days. He's just saying it's other things he could be doing. I said, well, go do them. Don't talk about it, be about it. I thought you wanted change. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Nasty Ass took you back in and he cleaned his house for you. What? You better be grateful. You better be grateful. That's all I'm saying to you. Don't you take your ass back out in those streets and do nothing you ain't got no business doing. Don't be hard-headed for no reason. So back over with the hippies, you got Kyle trying to find out from Nicholas, like, what's going on, because why are you pouting like a 2-year-old? So he said, you know, it's her, it's her. He was like, who, Sandra? Huh? He was like, let me go see what's happening. Sandra outside with her coat and was like, look, he mad because I won't let him bring Riley over here. I won't let him bring that trash ass, bitch ass Riley over here that he just told us that he was not with and that who do drugs and she was in jail for drugs. Bill, he crazy. So he was like, so that's it? So then she was like, then they get in the house and then she starts telling him like, you know, and I told him the other night, you was on drugs. I told you we didn't want that here. She just going off. And I'm like, take a breath. Take a deep breath. I understand your stance by it. If that's not what you want and that's not what you want to be a part of or be around, by any means necessary, speak your mind, baby. But you starting to annoy me because you dragging it. You already said what you had to say. So Nicholas ends up calling Cal or whatever. So while he's trying, Before that happened, before he called, Cal did say, well, I want to hear his side of the story, which I respect. I respect the fact that he said, I want to hear his side of the story, because it's always more than one side of the story. Just because, y'all banging out each other don't mean you can't still find out from the other person what really happened. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know what side you're going to pick anyway. But shit, I just want to know what happened. So in the midst of Nicholas talking to Kyle, you got Sandra on the other end just Kyle said, shut up. What is wrong with you? He can't say nothing you told. I said, oh my God, I was thinking the same thing, Kyle. Shut the fuck up. We heard you. We get it. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want him here. I mean, how much do you got to really drill it into somebody? At this point, it's like, okay, enough. So they going back and forth or whatever. So Nicholas is trying to tell Cal what happened or whatever. And like I said, Sandra was bumping her guns. Cal ended up saying to him, like, look, we just gonna you know what? Everybody just take a breath. I'm gonna call you back in a few minutes. Okay, now we're gonna slide back over to Aunt Audie and Javon. Javon is at a cleaning place. He is driving. I said, where'd you get the call from? Is that Aunt Audie call? You got a license? I'm just saying, Aunt Audie, you better put him on your insurance just in case. Anyway, so he at the cleaning place, right? And he goes inside and he was letting us know that Aunt Audie hooked him up with a little loan to get his business started because he gonna do cleaning, y'all. And I was like, all right. I mean, you starting somewhere, at least you got an idea. Most people even got an ID. ID. Most people don't even have an idea. Example, DQ, they ain't got a damn clue in the world, but that ain't got nothing to do with him. So he in there, he's just like, that, she got him hooked up to a couple of businesses and referrals of him doing some cleaning. So, that's what he about to do. So he gets inside and he tells the lady, like, look, how you doing, ma'am? And she's like, how you doing? And then they start talking, right? And she was like, how much do you need? Is it for a one time or multiple times? And he was like, well, it's for a tryout to see how good I am. She was like, how great you will be. I said, all right, Miss Ma'am. Let him know he gonna be great at something. Speak something positive into that young man. Anyway, so they take a little tour, and then he goes to explain. I guess this is part of the show, and this is part with all these people that's on all these shows, that they have to tell people why they there and what happened to them in their life story. Like, okay, we know it because we being nosy and we watching the program like everybody else, but these people are getting firsthand information. Like, oh yeah, I went to jail. I did like 3 years, and I just came home and I said I needed to do this. And she was like, I love your story. It's such a positive story. I said, just hope he stay on this positive path. But if he want to see his daughter and be in his daughter life, like he said, he said it before and he messed up. But maybe, this time, because he was away from her a little longer and she didn't want to be around him that first day. And like, she was happy for the first 5 to 10 minutes. But after that, she said, I did what y'all told me to do. It's time to go with my mama. So that kind of probably hurt him. And so that's probably what's going to make him keep going so he can get back in his daughter life. But we're going to have to see how that goes because, everybody start off, sometimes, not everybody. Some people start off good and some people start off bad. Let's just hope you on a good path at this point, Javon. Anyway, so Javon ends up getting some cleaning supplies and everything. He got a carload. I said, look at you. How much did Aunt Artie let you borrow? Aunt Artie, how much you give him? Because, I hope you wrote that down. But he did admit that it was a loan on TV. So if you do have to take his ass to court, you got proof, boo. I'm just saying. Okay, so now we are back with the Bible thumpers and shortstop. All right, they end up pulling up and he was like, yeah, here they go. He said something about her van or whatever. So Casper gets out the car. He was like, hey, Bill, how you doing? Welcome back. It's glad to see you or some shit like that. He was saying, yeah. He was like, yeah, to a lock house. I said, you just can't let it go. But my smart ass probably would have said some shit like that too. Yeah, y'all locked me out. Like, yeah, you would see me out here on the lawn chilling out. And by the way, why wasn't you talking to Mary? Had a little lamb. I'm just simply saying, you really sat there for 25, 30 minutes on the grass just laying there? Just like the sandwich that you be eating? Child. Anyway, so they say they highs, right? So Little House on the Prairie get out was like, child, my anxiety done went up. My stomach is in knots. I said, oh, you're going to have to go to the bathroom. Y'all know how it is when your stomach be all queasy and you get into them knots. You First thing you gotta do is go to the bathroom. Did y'all see her make a beeline to the back of that damn house? She was like, I am out of here. But they was following right behind her. All right, so they make it into the backyard, right? So Little House on the Prairie was like, so how was your trip? Here goes short. It was stressful. Y'all didn't make it no easier for me. I said, why did you speak to them? Like, I thought you was on vacation. Nobody should be speaking to nobody on vacation. Nobody should have been texting. And from what we understand, Little House on the Prairie got a whole novel of text messages. So apparently you made your own trip stressful, because I wouldn't have said shit to the asses until I got back. I'll handle it and worry about that. Till about nobody was concerned about my love life. Nobody give a fuck about your love life, shortstop. Like, why would that be a concern? They don't like you anymore. They want you out their house. Why would your love life be their concern? Talking about no, and he mad because he had to spend $450. I said, first of all, where did you get? What did you take that requires you to spend $450 to come from? Where was you at that you spent that much money? And then talking about the plane ticket and all that ain't my fault. Talking about I couldn't get in contact with y'all because y'all wouldn't come and get me. Excuse me. If you don't get your little grown toddler ass up out of here talking about somebody couldn't get you, you grown with a bitch who got money and her mama too. So you should have been on the phone calling them and telling them that you need $450. That's who probably gave you the $450. You probably really mad because that was your sandwich money and you had to end up spending. But where did you come from with $400? I'm still on $450. What kind of transportation was that? Because that was just a regular smegler car. That wasn't nothing fancy and tinted out and decked out or anything. You ain't roll up in a Bentley or nothing. You ain't even have a limo. That was a Nissan Sentra or some shit like that. It was probably a Honda at that point. But shout out to the driver, because you ain't got nothing to do with it. But I'm just simply saying, you talk about it was their fault. If you don't get your it was their fault ass out of here, I am 100% with Casper. Bill always wants somebody to feel sorry for him. Bill always, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. He's a con artist. That's what he do. And he had 18 years to figure out a plan on what he was going to do when he brought his ass up out of here, how he was going to get everybody to be taking care of him, because that's exactly what he doing. I'm with you, Casper. Don't pay that no attention. Keep it moving. So being that shortstop is in his feelings, he is directing everything to to a Little House on the Prairie, which I think is crazy, because Casper, you're standing right there. It struck that man not to talk to your wife. Say, if you got something to say it to me, especially if I'm standing right here. Don't address her, because he actually turned towards her and everything. And I was like, Casper, you have a lot of bass in your chest when you told him that you locked him out and that he had to wait for y'all to get there? Now you ain't saying shit. Y'all face to face. Let me find out. You ain't as tough as you thought you was on that phone. Anyway, so shortstop is basically telling Shauna that she ruined everything. She's being condescending. She's being mean, and she trying to play him out. And I said, no, you did that to yourself, sir. Everything that you did, you brought upon yourself. Because if you would have just shut the fuck up and mind your business, it would have been fine. You ain't have to tell Little House on the Prairie about Mary Had a Little Lamb. Because basically, that's why I feel like it all started. Is when you told Little House on the Prairie that you got you a whole new boo thing named Mary Had a Little Lamb. She was in her feelings ever since then. And ever since then, she was not feeling you. So anything you would have done at this point would annoy the fuck out of her. And shit, I'm surprised she waited that long, because you was annoying me before it even got to that part, because you felt entitled. Even when she picked you up, you felt entitled. Boy, if you don't get your ass up out of here with your sob story, nobody cares. At some point in this little back and forth, he gets on the fact that he don't feel like they feed. He gets on the fact that he feel like they don't feed him enough food. I told you I need protein. Little House on the Prairie said it's a Burger King and McDonald's right up the street. I told you plenty of times that you could have walked your old fat ass up there and got there. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. He ain't got no money, so what you want her to spend? Give you money for something that she don't condone? If you don't get out of here and get your shit together, nobody got time for that. Like she said, if you wanted anything other than what we have already in our house, considering the fact that you is not contributing to nothing, take your ass down the street. Since Mary Had a Little Lamb and her mama be sending you money, get some money for extra money for some Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, whatever is up the street from here. And your ass can get there by any means necessary. Help yourself. That's what I would. Who the fuck is you talking about? I need more food. Then go buy it. And he has the audacity to insult what she do for a living.
She bringing in money, sir. You're not bringing in nothing. She said it best. Yeah, you may figure you got a job because you're an author, but it's not bringing in no money. My job is bringing. She ain't say this part, but my job is bringing in money. Cause he gonna talking about just because I don't change something bags, some kind of bags and hit people with needles, something like that. He was saying whatever she do for a living. He was trying to come at her job. I said, well, at least she get a check. At least she can pay her own bills. At least she ain't wanting shit from you. You need her. She don't need you. He get on my nerves, y'all. So now, if y'all hear that, somebody's mowing their grass. But anyway, now he want to take shots at their marriage, talking about so when y'all getting divorced. So they was like, so did you ex Mary to marry you yet? Did you get on one bended knee? Oh, I seen y'all arguments in the house. Y'all don't even get along. What the fuck that got to do with you? What the fuck that got to do with you staying in their house? They don't. I don't care if they don't sleep in the same room. If that's what they want to do, if that's what for their relationship, that works for their relationship. Are you mad? Are you jealous? I'm not understanding. What do they have to do with anything? Talking about they going to get a divorce. Mind your business. If they get a divorce and you still can't stay there. If they do stay together, you still can't stay there. If they sleep in separate rooms for the rest of their lives, you still can't stay there. No matter what you say, you can't stay there. Goodbye. Go home. Oh, no, you ain't got no home. Go somewhere. I don't care. Call Mary Had a Little Lamb. Tell that bitch to come to buy tomorrow, and then y'all find y'all a place and get to getting. The one thing I did peep this whole time so far, y'all notice they ain't take their ass inside their house. They don't want him inside the house for real. They still outside having this conversation. I'm like, why are we still outside? They not even letting him get up on those steps. You are no longer welcome here. Goodbye. Okay, so now we are back with Dr. Nasty Ass / Not So Nasty Ass and DQ. DQ come back from his little walk and he's like, yeah, how stressful he is, yada, yada, yada. They both busy. I said, Dr. Nasty Ass, who you trying to cancel? I said, a mess. A mess trying to cancel a mess. Anyway, so he was like, he a little bit stressful. He lost both of his jobs. And he was like, both of your jobs? How the hell did you lose both of your jobs on your day off? Damn, you lost not one job, but 2 jobs on your day off? Damn, you must be whew. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, because he went through one temp agency, the other that temp agency sent him to the other one. So when he didn't show up for work yesterday, I said, oh, so it was yesterday. And I felt like he was mad that he said yesterday, because he said, he didn't tell us today. But anyway, that's not the point. I don't even care about that. So the other agency called the other agency, told the agency that he ain't working. So boom, he lost both his jobs in one day. I said, damn. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get back together, to get on my feet and stuff, and now I ain't got no job. I said, well, it be like that sometimes. Just take your ass out there and go find another one. So anyway, so Dr. Nancy S was like, you know what, maybe you can get a job around here. And he said in his confession, like, I'm never going to turn my back on him. I'm going to make sure he get whatever he wants, save up his money while he's staying here, living with me and everything. He can save his money so he can do his thing. And I was like, all right, doctor. All right, you just want somebody in the house with you. I ain't even mad at you because, you trying to help out. You doing more than anybody else did, especially Uncle Jojo, the one with all the mouth. I ain't forget about that, Uncle Jojo. Okay, so we're back with Aunt Artie and Javon, right? So Javon is on his way because Aunt Artie set him up with a trial run to see if his cleaning business is going to pay off. So she got him a hookup, right? So she outside waiting, he pulling up. And before he pull up, he was just letting us know that he going to do everything he can to be in his daughter's life. He's just trying to prove to his wife, Kelly, that, I'm going to be there. I'm trying to be a better man this time. This time around, this is different. Baby, please. Y'all know how it goes. So he was just like giving us the whole spiel of how he's trying to change his life and trying to do things different. I said, I hope so, because it'd be the worst thing in the world. You got somebody 100% sticking by you, Aunt Artie, and holding you down and loaning you money and finding you gigs. Man, you messed that up. You just a sorry ass, for real, because basically it's like almost getting something handed to you. You and DQ got it pretty good because DQ is getting shit handed to him too. That ain't the point. So he ends up arriving. They end up going inside. Aunt Artie said, look, I'm going to spray. You wipe down. This is how you got to clean this. This is what you got to do. Make sure you don't forget to do this. Yada, yada, yada. I said, all right, Aunt Artie, look at you telling the boss what to do. I know you said, this is my investment, so we're going to make sure this pay off. We're going to make sure this works. I said, you go, girl. She in it, y'all. So he said to her at the end, like, so you going to do that nice? I could go for a nice home-cooked meal. She said, home-cooked meal? You think I'm about to cook? After I do all this, you gonna take me to dinner. I said, all right, Aunt Eddie, I know that's right. Make him pay you for your work, right? I know that's right. Shit, I did a lot for you. You want me to cook? You got me twisted. Got me twisted. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Go ahead, Aunt Artie. Okay, so we are still outside with the Bible thumpers and shortstop. I said, y'all really not letting this man in, are y'all? So Mary, I don't know. Little House on the Prairie was like, well, I wish you the best. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for your girlfriend. I wish everything work out for you. And here goes shortstop. About you want to pray for her on the phone? She was like, no, I gotta go to work. I got a job. So he's upset. He's like, y'all just mean spirit. It's not. It's the way y'all doing it. Y'all not even giving me notice. I said, yes, they did. Didn't Casper say to you on the way when he was taking you to the airport that he think you should move? Didn't he give you that suggestion? And then y'all was going back and forth through text. And didn't somewhere in the text they tell you the same thing? So they gave you plenty of notice. You said they should have gave you a week or 2 week notice. I said they did. They did. They didn't tell you this today. They told you this over the text message when y'all was going back and forth when you was supposed to be on your vacation enjoying Mary Had a Little Lamb, but you was going back and forth with Casper and Little House on the Prairie on this side of town. Man, listen. They told you. Well, at least to me, they told you. So you got Little House on the Prairie talk about Bill done ruin their friendship. He can go get his money from his girlfriend and the mama too, and whoever else he was to get him a hotel, a motel, a Holiday Inn, whichever one it is. He done burned his bridges here. I said, you still bitter too, aren't you? You just mad because this whole Mary Had a Little Lamb done came up. Because I'm pretty sure if Mary Had a Little Lamb did not come up, y'all, this wouldn't be going on. This wouldn't be going on. If Shortstop would have been able to keep that a secret and just said he had a friend and didn't want to brag about the shit, I guarantee you all this wouldn't have happened because Mary, Little House on the Prairie would have thought it was still her. Not like that, but like that. Yeah, shit. That's just my opinion. So Little House on the Prairie was like, well, I'm gonna let Casper make the decision on the timeout. And Shortstop was like, well, yeah, you always you let him make the decision because you always make a decision. We know you make all the decisions. And he was like, no, I don't. She do. And so I said, then again, yeah, you do be running shop in there, Little House on the Prairie. Casper was like, I make decision. Didn't you just tell me I could make the decision? He was like, yeah. She was like, yeah. I said, Lord have mercy. You right, you making a decision for yourself, Casper. Go ahead, Casper. Let him know what it is. Casper said, well, you got to go to a hotel. I said, you said all that. Look how you said, you go, boy. Take your ass to a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, whichever one fits your budget at this point. So Bill is over there dry begging without trying to beg. Talk about, won't you just say, Bill, you got a lot of crap inside the room, so you might as well stay there and get it together and then leave. No, they don't want you in their house. He made a decision. He said what he said. He got permission from Little House on the Prairie to make the decision, and he gonna stick by it. Now after you was just disrespecting his wife, now he could stand up to you? He ain't changing his mind. Not now, not never. He said he feel like they treated him like trash. I said, that's what you are. He said, so I might as well go sit on the curb. I said, help yourself. Like, So I got to go sleep in a flea bag motel? Yeah. Either that or call Mary Had a Little Lamb and her mama and ask her to send you so you could go stay in the Hilton, the Marriott, La Quinta, shit. I don't know. Try the Red Roof. Red Roof is a little low budget too. A little low budget asses. But shit, you can probably stay at the Red Roof. I mean, you can get a room for like $100-something. I mean, how much you got to spare? So once again, Shortstop is in his feelings, talking about how their marriage is not going to work and how he see everything that goes on in their house. I said, you hear the key words? In their house. So whatever happens in their house happens in their house between the two of them. You ain't got shit to do with it. You still can't stay there. You taking shots at these people's marriage, but you still can't stay there. You saying all that to say what? Goodbye. See you later. All right, I'm out of here. I guess I'm going to go stay at this hotel, this motel, this Holiday Inn, whichever one. I'm just saying. So now they in the confessionals, all three of them together, and they discussing it. So they going back and forth. So Shauna goes like, okay, we're not gonna discuss it no more. I'm over it. He was like, get your hand out my face. Don't put your hand in my face. I don't put my hands in your face. You shouldn't be doing this to me. Don't be treating me. I said, Bill, if you don't calm down, I bet you your feet is swinging off the chair. I bet you if you sitting all the way back, I bet you your feet is swinging like this with the chair. Boy, scoot up so you can put your feet on the ground. You don't get out of my face. She was not doing it like that for you to be making this big stink of a deal that she did this to you. You talking, she don't want to fucking hear you no more. She over you. Mary had a little lamb. You gotta go. She don't care what everybody was thinking in the beginning. So she said enough. So Bill said, enough, and they going back and forth. So Little House on the Prairie said enough. Oops, my bad. Little House on the Prairie said, I had enough of this. I'm out of here. So her and her bang yang yangs and Casper follow right behind. I said I would have I wouldn't even sat there for this conversation with him. I would have been like, no, it's nothing else to talk about. I want him going. He gotta go, and that's it. And have a nice day. So Casper finally has enough again. He stands in between. It's about enough. You don't care about us. You don't care about our marriage. Why should he care about your marriage? I don't care about his shit. So why we need everybody to start caring about everybody else's shit? How about everybody worry about their own selves and their own relationships and marriages that they got going on over here? Anyway, so he was like, so just get your stuff and get out. I was like, all right, Casper. You ain't got the big roar yet, but you got the you got something. I said, all right now. He said, look, go. Goodbye. Anyway, y'all. Okay, so we back at Artie house, right? And they just sitting in, they chilling. They talking about all the woos and woes and everything that's going on. She saying how her body hurting because, the weather. She got her little bone disease that she trying to get over. And she trying to work herself through it and all that other good stuff. I wish you get better, Aunt Artie. I really do. I don't know. I'm going to keep you in my prayers. And that's for real. I know I say a lot of shit, but for real, I'm going to keep you in my prayers because I really do like you. Get them bones together, lady. So they in there talking about how good the sandwich is and yada yada yadas and how he doing this and how he gonna do that. Then they get a doorbell, ding dong, or they get a knock, whichever one it was, right? And the guy came to the door. He was like, what's your name? So he tells his name, right? His first and last name. I said, well, damn, I wouldn't have said all that. I would have just been like, Javon, what's up? Why I gotta give you my last name too? I don't know you, sir. So he was like, here, you have been served. Long story short, it's divorce papers. Kelly said, I am over you. I'm over all this situation. I let you see your baby girl, and that is it. She don't want me bothered with you. The little girl probably didn't say all that, and mama probably didn't say that either. But I'm just simply saying. Anyway, so he's like, oh, man, I got divorce papers. Long story short, he asked Aunt Artie because she talked to Kelly. And I'm saying to myself, I don't know if Aunt Artie should get involved in that because you really don't know the situation. But I guess talking to her, you'll get both sides of the story because I'm pretty sure you got his side of the story. And now you got to get hers and then somewhere lies the truth. I don't know. Could you be a good middleman? I think Aunt Artie can because Aunt Artie is just a sweetheart. She's just one of those people you just be like, just give me a hug. I don't even know why I want to hug you, but just give me a hug, girl. Anyway. So he asked Aunt Artie, like, can you come through? She said she gonna see what she gonna do. She ain't gonna get too involved in it. But she understand because, when she got locked up, she was pregnant with little Steven and Steven got taken away. She was locked up. And, parents shouldn't be away from their kids, especially a loving parent. I said, oh, you fighting for him, aren't you, Aunt Artie? But I said, okay, if you fighting for him, Aunt Artie, I guess I'm gonna fight with you because I'm hoping and I'm trusting the process in this part. Anyway, y'all, yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah, y'all, that was the episode. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'm out.